Hello friends, I'm on the floor today looking at Laney's Audiohub portable amplifier. We'll just wait for that squealing to stop upstairs. Somebody needs to learn to turn their tap on the whole way. There are no effects or amp modeling, nothing like that, but the natural feel of the amp is actually pretty good. This is on the instrument input, level halfway and a bit of delay. So while we're on this tone, let's just see how loud 6 AA batteries can take us. Okay, we're getting an overdriven sound there. I would have liked to have seen a clean sound right up to max level. Having said that though, if you want a bit of overdrive, it's quite nice. Yeah, it's a good tone. For God's sake. Okay, let's switch over to the microphone socket now. It's actually a mic or line socket, so I can use a TRS plug like this or an XLR microphone plug. I'll just play a G and we'll fade the level in. So as you can hear, it's a much softer tone. Actually, I'm just going to go back to the line socket or the instrument socket because I realized I turned the level on this channel up. I didn't turn the master volume right up. So let's keep the level low on the input and the level high, 3/4 on the output. Okay, now we've got a clean signal. Not a massively loud signal. Halfway up on the input, full volume. Okay, starting to break up there, but between 3/4 and full volume, there's a massive boost. I'll pull back on the input a little bit, and hopefully we'll get a clean signal. Just the slightest bit of edge to it. Still a very nice, crisp guitar tone, and certainly the volume is loud enough for your average sidewalk. Just for the sake of comparison, we'll try the left-right channels. We'll put that input gain at halfway. And again, we've got a softer tone. So the 3 channels, line or instrument here, left-right channels here, and the XLR TRS channel all have a different flavor, presumably optimized for the kind of instrument that you might be plugging in. The left-right channel, I'm guessing, is likely to be a keyboard input or perhaps a stereo effects processor. More level on channel 2. Much more on channel 3. And then for auxiliary, I'm going to need this little adapter. Well, I'm going to be straight with you. The music doesn't quite have the clarity as it does when I listen to it directly from my keyboard here. It's not exactly a noisy signal, it's just a bit muffled and fuzzy, which is slightly disappointing. It was still giving a pretty good amount of volume on batteries, but again, the higher that we went, the more the quality of the sound seemed to suffer. Okay, the level input control does give you access to a lot more volume than the auxiliary in, which is limited by the volume output of your instrument. So if you're going to run something into your auxiliary in, you'll have to do a bit of a sound check first and make sure it's balanced with your overall mix. Okay, now I've plugged in a Vox multi-effect system, which pumps out some pretty crazy sounds. Let's see how the Audiohub copes. Okay, well it's having no trouble picking up all of those frequencies. good. And final test, multi-effects into the auxiliary in. Yep. Even though there are a couple of ways to get a stereo signal into this amp, there's no line out for an external speaker. I think a pair of these speakers would look really nice for a street performance and could also be really good as a fold-back system for when you're on stage. But as it is, we've got all the stereo in that we could really need and only mono out. And that's Laney's Audiohub, friends. It's light, it's versatile, but I do think some people will be disappointed in the lack of volume and also disappointed that it gets distorted when you start to push its limits. But generally I was quite pleased with it. That's all from Gear Facts today. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.